Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, welcome. I see people are trickling in. Very good. Okay, so there's a bunch of folks who are more or less permanent fixture. There's a couple people that just good. Where's everyone from? Nidia? Okay, Nidia's putting in her headphones. Oh, I see Sophie's here. Okay. Wait a couple minutes for more people to come in. In the meantime, I'm gonna make sure that I have everything neatly set up here. Okay. Okay. That works too. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm already recording this. Masako is saying that she may need to be away for a while. Yes, I'm already recording it, so that shouldn't be an issue. And we will throw it on the web at some point once we kind of clean it up and make sure that it is presentable. Okay, it is 3 o'clock. We tend to wait a couple of minutes for people to come in. There may or may not be some latecomers. This will let us know where I can find the recording afterwards. Thanks. It will be on our YouTube channel. This is where we put everything. So if you just go to YouTube and search for Columbia LRC, everything will be there. As an alternative, you can also go to LRC Columbia EDU, and from our instructional innovation workshops tab, you can gain access to. There you go. And here's a direct URL. This is actually something that I've put together over the course of the last couple months for folks to kind of have available as a resource for various tool, platform, technology-oriented needs. There is an archive of various workshops and presentations and seminars that we've done over the last couple of years, arranged thematically. Most of it contains some sort of recording. If a recording is not available, then there's definitely a slide deck that you can download. So everything is linked, cataloged, and organized. Okay, it is 3:02. I think we can begin. So I would like to welcome everyone to our instructional innovation workshop. Today we will be talking about EdPuzzle. Before we begin, just a couple house-cleaning things. This is, again, being recorded. It will make its way to the various internet places at some point. As we are all participating in this workshop, I'm going to have to go ahead and mute you all. Hopefully that is okay. If you do not want to be brutally muted, you're welcome to just mute yourselves at this point. Okay, excellent. Go ahead, perfect. We will be, for the purpose of this workshop, we will be taking advantage of the Zoom platform where most of the action will be happening through screen sharing. I will be sharing my browser with you where I have a little slide deck prepared. But at the same time, we will be toggling between Zoom and a browser. And by a browser, I mean Google Chrome. EdPuzzle as a platform works pretty seamlessly in various other environments, whether it's Firefox, Safari, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, if you have that, and so on and so forth. But it would maybe probably most useful to and seamless to do it in Google Chrome. So I would encourage you to switch to that. And at various points, as I'm sharing my screen, Haley. As I'm sharing my screen, you will notice that your screen or your video is also expanding full screen. If you ever want to minimize it, you can hit escape button and it will go back to the regular size. What else? Yes, this presentation is also available in a PDF format that I will throw into the chat window for you right now. And it is sort of right here. So everyone who is participating in this workshop should have access to it. Likewise, if you have any questions at any point, feel free to type them up in the chat box here for us. I see that Stefan was able to join us. Hello, Stefan. It's a really bizarre experience because we were both in the office and we were literally next to each other, but both doors are closed. So like I can hear myself talking from his office right now, and he is right there lurking. Yeah, but Stefan will be able to field some of the questions hopefully, and between him and me, we should be able to handle it. Chris, who usually is with us during these events, is on vacation this week. So it's just going to be me, Stefan, and you guys. I think that would be all for the time being. Let me, on this note, share my, my presentation with you. Okay, so you all should see my browser right now, and it should be full screen. Okay, so we will be talking about video-based assignments in the context of EdPuzzle. Some of you may have used EdPuzzle before, some of you may have heard about EdPuzzle, some of you may have used alternative solutions. This workshop will kind of provide you an overview of the platform itself, but it will do so in the context of foreign language instruction. The way in which we will do it will become apparent in a couple of minutes. But before we get to that point, let us just briefly introduce what EdPuzzle is. It is a platform, it is a tool that allows one for development of various video-based activities. And as the name implies, these activities are structured around videos, right? Which could be obtained in two ways. You can either pull them from the internet, be it from YouTube, Vimeo, Khan Academy, or any other service that EdPuzzle supports. I think at the moment it supports 8 or 9 various video hosting services. So the choice is pretty big. In the event where you do not find a video that would be suitable for your needs, you can always upload your own. I know that many of us have pretty extensive archives of videos that we've built over the years. So EdPuzzle allows you to use your own content that way. And having found a video, you can use its basic editing tools to do various things to it. And by basic editing tools, I mean really, really basic stuff. Essentially, what EdPuzzle allows you to do is trim things. So you can, cut off a beginning of a video, maybe an end of the video, and you can also voice over videos, which is particularly useful when it comes to, pedagogical applications in the language classroom. Because it is an educational platform, is a pedagogical platform, it comes with a very robust and intuitive set of analytic tools and feedback features that we'll briefly teach upon at any point if you are interested in learning more about it, that sort of diving deeper into the data aspect of EdPuzzle. I am happy to pick that up with you individually. So why, with all that being said, why should we be paying attention to EdPuzzle? Well, first of all, it is a very intuitive and a very easy to learn platform, which kind of fits the theme of what we have been showing and demonstrating in these workshops. It allows you for various interaction types, and by interaction types, I simply mean questions. So the kind of questions that you can implement within the videos or embed in the videos fall within three categories. There are the multiple choice questions, which category includes true and false. You have the free response questions, and there's also what EdPuzzle calls voice notes, or just notes that you can stick in at various points of the video. I will be showcasing that in a minute. As far as the analytics is concerned, what you can do is after your students have interacted with your video tasks and done what they have been assigned to do, you can take a look at things like how long it has taken them to watch the video, to interact with it. If they have rewatched it, how many times they rewatch it. If they were assigned to rewatch it, likewise you can check if they have done it or not. And this is this is just some of the many things that the analytics allow you to do. Now, analytics is different from the gradebook, which is another feature that comes with EdPuzzle, and it basically allows you to do what it implies. It provides a display of all students and the tasks, and there are the grades that you as an instructor assign, and so on and so forth. I will show that to you as we move through this presentation. And another cool feature, another strength of this platform is that it can be used by students too. So whereas it is intuitive for us to think about tools like that as a teaching tool, your students can likewise use it for the purpose of their own presentations, right? They can, find a video, produce their own video, they can voice it over, they can add their own comments. This is not really something that we will be discussing in this presentation, but if you are interested in it, I will be happy to attend to it individually with you. Couple of things to consider when it comes to EdPuzzle. It is a platform that is largely free, and by free, I mean freemium. So in other words, it is available to you for free up to a certain level. And that level is 20 videos. So in other words, at any given point, you can store up to 20 videos in the EdPuzzle bank in your account. You create an account, you log in with Google, which is, of course, for us, Lion Mail. If you're from other institutions, other schools, and you're participating in this workshop, and if your school also uses Google Suite for your email needs, then you can act accordingly. If you do not want to use your school email, which I would generally not recommend, I would recommend that people use their school email. EdPuzzle allows you to create an account within EdPuzzle. Having created an account, having logged in, and once you're established with EdPuzzle, you will have access to a very large video library, which is comprised of tasks, assignments that are produced by other instructors, by other teachers across disciplines and subjects that will be available to you as an instructor. And likewise, whatever it is that you produce, you can choose to share it with other instructors, with other users of EdPuzzle as well. Now, one thing that I discovered as I was working with EdPuzzle is that despite this elaborate, robust library of videos already prepared, and the various different services that, such as YouTube or Vimeo, that are already plugged into EdPuzzle, it is sometimes difficult to find a good video using the search engine. Which EdPuzzle sort of addresses with a Google Chrome plugin. Mentioning that here as an answer to possible questions. Okay, well, I've seen this video on YouTube. I cannot find it within EdPuzzle. Like, how do I bring it from YouTube to EdPuzzle? It could be done with this plugin. If you would like to, you can install it yourself, or I'll be happy to also walk you through it and how to use it to sort of get the kind of content that you want exactly. Okay, so that was sort of an introduction to EdPuzzle. At this point, what I think we should do is we should check it out. So I'm gonna invite you to go to this class link, which you all should see. It is the thing that's highlighted in red and underscored. Once you click on it, it should bring you to a sign up/sign in screen, which looks something like this. Okay. And if that should not work, I will also paste the link in the chat box here for you. Thanks, Lee. Okay. That worked. Perfect. Oops. So, okay, that went a little bit too far. Okay, so what I would like for you to do is to click on the link, sign in with your Google account. Again, if you're with Columbia, feel free to use your union password, at which point you will get access to 3 video assignments. And, oops, I'm not really sure why that flipped. Okay, and let me just really quickly show you the screen that you should have access to. Okay. So you should see something like this. Yeah, take a few minutes to get to this spot, and once you're there, I should be able to see you since it is my class and I will be your instructor. But I would also like you to confirm in the chat box that you have successfully managed to log in, okay? Okay, and there are, in the meantime, let me take a look at the chat here. Okay, logged in, people are coming in, very nice. Okay, let me. Mhm. Okay, wonderful. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students. Very good. I will wait a few more minutes to give you guys more time to sign in. And the P is the teachers, the class we're supposed to be seeing. Lynn, yes, however, you will not be able to see it as a teacher. You will have to log in as a student. But the icon on top is my other Google account, not the Columbia one for some reason. Sophie, that is okay. For the purpose of this exercise, it is fine to use your personal Google account. Just be mindful that it would probably be more sensible to just kind of keep everything within the Columbia's orbit when you're working with this.
But that's a weird thing is that I signed in with my Columbia account, but the icon on top showing my other Google account for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, let me see this really quick here.
The same for me.
Okay, everyone who is here is either with Brown or with Columbia. That's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you guys are good. Let me just refresh it here. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have 13 students in my class. And now that you are all in, you will see that there are 3 videos that are available to you. They are AD1 Novice, AD2 Intermediate, and AD3 Advanced, and of course AD stands for Advertisement. Let me go back to the presentation to kind of contextualize it a bit. Hold on a second here. And what I mean by that, here we go. Okay. So the pedagogical framework that I chose for this assignment is that of can-do statements. And I did that for interpretive communication. So essentially, in the context of listening comprehension. And displayed on the screen are the definitions for the 3 levels of interpretive communication proficiency. That is novice, intermediate, advanced. I'm not going to be reading them out to you. This is probably something that almost all of you are familiar with. What I did here is I provided links to the actual resources for your convenience. These links are also active in the PDF presentation that I shared with you. And correspondingly, the assignments that are stored in EdPuzzle operate at these 3 levels. So what I would like you to do now is, again, now that you're students, I would like you to take a couple minutes to interface with these assignments. Before you do that, I would request that you mute your microphones or make sure your microphones are muted so that we do not there's no interference with each other. I'm going to do it also on my end as well. And you're welcome to sort of interface with 1 clip, 2, 3, however many you want. Let's maybe take 5 minutes to do that and reconvene here in 5 minutes. In the meantime, I will be available via chat. So if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. Okay. I'm going to mute all of you. Okay, so I see that people really like the first video. Nobody has touched the other two, intermediate or advanced, which is fine. That is completely fine too.
Simon, I actually tried, and it's probably because my computer is too crowded, but I could only see a few seconds and then have a little wheel going on. And so I'm trying to close everything I can find on my computer, but that's what happened. So apparently they are kind of heavy, this, or is it really that my computer is now too crowded?
You know, I really can't tell without looking at your computer.
Okay.
You know, they're not that much heavier than.
Yeah, so it's really strange. Thank you. Sorry.
No, no worries. And this goes for everyone too. If at any point in this presentation you are experiencing technical issues, whether it is, you know, with opening the videos or accessing the platform itself, do bear in mind that the links are also available in your in the PDF of the presentation. I'm not taking any of this down. It will be here for a couple more weeks, so you're welcome to also interface with it at your own time. It starts and stops and keeps trying to open, but nothing happens. Okay, interesting. Okay, so there are some technical problems here, which may or may not be expected. It's good that you guys are bringing them to my attention, since I only have my computers to test this on. So, okay, let us then go back to the presentation. Okay, so back to the slideshow. On this slide, I have listed the 3 different assignments, 3 different videos individually as publicly accessible links, so that you can access them sort of outside of the classroom if you would like. But what I would like you to see now is sort of back end of this platform. In other words, what is available to you as the instructor. And let me just refresh it really quick. So this is my teacher screen, where my class is displayed. The class is Instructional Innovation Workshop, and there are 3 assignments listed. Neither one of them has a due date, which is fine, which is why they're all listed in these categories here. And then you will notice that the number of answers and interactions are displayed next to the videos. So let's say I want to click on the first one and see how you guys have done. I can see right away who has watched the video, how many minutes was spent on the video, when it was watched, and so on and so forth. Now, in terms of the questions themselves and the interactions, there's a separate tab for that, which prompts you to actual grading. So let me see here. There's one open-ended question and another open-ended question. It shows you there's 8 responses that are pending. All the responses are listed here. Let me just move this window. And if I want to grade them, I can do it from this window. Now, so this is kind of a view that allows you to preview individual video interactions. What you can also do is go to the gradebook. It's because it was in Firefox. Jane, I'm not really sure. It could be Firefox. Again, like I tested that across the browsers that I have on my computer and worked fine. I'm happy to to look at it individually with you after this workshop or at a different point. But back to the gradebook, here you see all the students that have registered for the course. And next to them, you have assignments listed. As your students are completing these assignments, the scores get populated for the assignments that are the multiple choice. The score gets populated automatically. For open-ended questions, you as an instructor you will have to grade it yourself. Another interesting feature and worthwhile feature is exporting the gradebook, which this button here does. It converts it into a spreadsheet that you can then, or a comma separated value file, which you can then also share among other gradebook apps that you're using. Okay, let me now go back to the presentation. Okay. Full screen ahead. And yes, and we have just taken a look at the gradebook feature and the analytics. And at this point, we are about 30 minutes in. So I would like to open the floor to questions. I know that a couple of you had technical difficulties. Let me stop sharing the screen here. So we can definitely talk about that. We can also talk about sort of more pedagogically oriented matters. You know, how this could be used in a language classroom, how this could be used by you as instructors, perhaps by your students. You know, let's open it up to ideas. Yes. Mm-hmm.
How do you create those questions?
So how do you create those questions? You would be doing that from because right now the way you interacted with the platform was as a student.
Right.
You would need to be in the teacher mode.
Okay.
Which let me share the screen with you. And this is something that I will just preview really quickly for you. If you're interested in it, I'm happy to demonstrate it in person. Hold on a second, let me share the screen here. Okay, so we're back to the presentation. Oops. Okay, and we're in EdPuzzle. So let me go back to the content and see from, this is sort of your main home screen that is accessible to you as a teacher, right? If you go to your content, there is a blue button right here. There's a blue button right here that will allow you to add a task. You can either from here create a video, which is synonymous to using any of these channels listed, which includes the National Geographic, TED Talks, to find a video that may be useful or interesting, and then use that video that's already online to create an assignment. Or you can upload a video. It also lets you create a student project, which is something that I have not explored yet. But if there's interest in it, I'm happy to do that. And then the final feature is creating folders if you have many videos and want to sort of organize your content in various categories or teaching multiple sections, multiple classes, things like that.
This is something, creating folders, Simon, is something you have available also at the basic level of usage?
Yeah, so I have, yes, so I have a basic account with it. And what you see here, this box, that is a folder. That is the folder that I created for the Instructional Innovation Workshop that contains the 3 videos that we had.
But then you said you have access to 20 videos, am I correct?
Yes, so this is from the free level. you can create 3 videos, and there's a little counter here that shows you how many videos you've already created, how many you have available.
And then maybe you could delete some of them and substitute them with others, right?
That is a possibility. So if you've worked with Padlet, you're familiar that Padlet has this archive function that allows you to kind of move things out of the view, but without losing it. I'm not really sure if EdPuzzle allows you the same functionality here. Let me check really quick. So this is a video. You can duplicate it. You can delete it, but you cannot archive it. No. So you know, you have the space for 20 videos, and if you do not want to use any of them, you will just have to remove them. You just have to delete them, unfortunately.
But
Maria Louise, you're cutting out.
can you save them in some other way instead of archiving them inside their system, but do it on your own?
Not really.
Okay.
It's what EdPuzzle does. It provides this interactive framework for video content, which is not really downloadable. So you can there is a way to download the videos and to archive the videos themselves locally, like, you know, to pull them from YouTube or other services. But you can't really save them as applications that are interactive outside of EdPuzzle.
So you can, yeah.
Good question, though. Okay, let's, gonna stop sharing here. Okay, and let me pull this out big full screen. Any other questions? There are things circulating in the chat that Stefan has been very helpful in responding to. How many sorts of things can you do with the video? Subtitles, notes, comprehension, questions, audio answers. So in terms of the interactions, and that is something that I can also show you here. Let me just share the screen with you. Where are we? There we go. Okay. So let me take this video, for instance, which is the advanced video. And here we have 1, 2, 3 interactions. Actually, all these videos feature about 3 interactions. But if we want to create an interaction, I'm gonna, okay, let me just give me a second here. Oh, okay, I can't edit videos that are assigned, apparently. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and create a video just for the purpose of answering this question. And this turtle looks pretty good. And let's say that I would like to, okay, so this is at about 27 seconds. I want to insert an interaction point. Okay, give me a second here. And here's what I can do with the video. So I can trim it. I can voice over the whole thing if I so choose, or I can create questions. And as for the questions, there are 3 types of questions that are available. You can have multiple choice, which will also encompass true and false. You can have an open-ended question, or you can insert a note. And all these are available to you with brief descriptions as well. So let's say that, again, I want to...
Welcome to...
At the 23-second mark, I want to insert a multiple choice question, and my question will be, how old is the boy? 12 will be the correct answer. 25 will be the incorrect answer, and I will add another one, 48, which will also be incorrect. And we can choose which ones we want to make correct or incorrect by toggling between those checks here. We save, and there you have it. In addition, what you can do is you can have, so each marker can feature multiple interactions. So right now, the 23-second marker only has the multiple choice question, but if I want to, I can add to it. And I'm adding, right now I'm adding a note with a question, how old do you think the turtle is? And if I want to, I can even record a comment. And I'm recording right now, and the question is, how old do you think the turtle is? Recording right now, and the question is, how old do you think the turtle is? Okay, so if I'm satisfied with my recording, I hit save, and once it saves, you will see that there are now two various interactions that are associated with this point. So, you know, for questions, I think this is something that will be more appropriate to you as an instructor for doing, you know, shorter formative assessments. But for as far as the notes go, this could be something that is probably more useful for, or that is useful for your students, or could be useful for your students. Okay, and I hope that answered your question, Pascal. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay. I'm sorry, that was, I think it was Sophie's question. Okay, suppose I want to create 21st video, you must delete one. Yep. If you feel really sure, does it erase it for the rest of the users too? Yes, it will be erased. It will no longer be available. Can you share your work with specific colleagues? Yes. So you can invite other instructors to participate or to collaborate on various videos that you create. And this is done. Let me just finish this and then go to my content, and let's do my content. So here, there's a menu that allows you to do that. I may not be able to do it with these videos because they're already assigned. Edit. Let's see, question. Yeah, I don't want to be spending more time trying to locate that feature, so let me get back to you on how to do it. But there's a way to share with your fellow instructors. Okay. Many questions coming in. Where were we? Can you show us some more question types other than open-ended questions? So I think we covered that already. There's the open-ended questions and multiple choice questions, and then the notes that you want. Okay, thank you. How to do voiceover. I tried and it didn't work for me. Okay, and this is from Ruth. Sure, let's see. Okay, so we have this video with the turtle. Let's go to the voiceover menu. And what a voiceover feature does is it replaces the video's existing audio with an explanation in your own words or language. So, okay, start recording. Okay, so we're recording now, it seems. This is a, oh, I'm sorry. Oops. Yep, forgot to. Okay, so this is, let's just start. So this is the voiceover video with the turtle. Everybody can see it, I hope. And let us start recording. So it's being recorded now. This video is about sea turtles, which is a topic that I know very little about. And I will stop right here. Okay, so if we now move it.
Hello and welcome to Natural World Facts. I'm Leo.
Started recording. Okay, so we're recording now, it seems. This is a... Oh, I'm sorry. Recording. So it's being recorded now. This video is about sea turtles, which is a topic that I know very little about. And I'll... So this is how this works, more or less. Is that okay? Did everyone get a pretty good sense? Okay, good. What else? Open-ended questions. Okay. Question types, voiceovers. Virtues of EdPuzzle versus PlayPosit. I have never worked with PlayPosit. Thank you for bringing this up, bringing this to my attention. I'm gonna write this down and investigate PlayPosit. I've heard of the tool. I just never worked with it. Did you check if there are foreign language videos in the library? I'm sure there are. There are videos in the library that were created by other Columbia faculty, and I'm sure there's some Brown videos in it too. To search for a video, you would perform search that is similar to how you look for information on YouTube. How long can the videos be? For the purpose of a language class, I would be very hesitant to do anything that's more than 1 minute. But I mean, you could make long videos. I don't think there's a limit there. When you said this assignment is a private message, when you said this assignment, do you post the link to EdPuzzle platform where you have them, or how do you post them? I'm not really sure I understand. Nidia, can you ask this question if you're still here with us? Okay. Nidia? Okay, whenever Nidia is ready, we can put a pin in it and get back to it. All uploaded files.
Sorry, yes. What I meant is, when you set it for the students, do you have a Canvas, Blackboard, whatever, or do you email them? How do you post this assignment so they can go?
So this would be hosted outside of Canvas.
Okay.
In a similar way to how I shared it with you. So you would, set up a class, so to speak, populated with the video assignments, and then you would send a link to your students,
Okay.
email, post it on Canvas, whatever.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, which they can then access and register with their uni and password, or the equivalent thereof from Brown.
Great, thank you.
Sure. What else do we have here? All uploaded files must be under 1 gig in size. Thank you, Stefan. That is very useful. Thank you for the workshop, of course, my pleasure. Can you also display closed captioning or subtitles if these exist in the video you are using? Yes, you can. There is a feature that lets you do that. Okay, this one doesn't have it, I don't think. Second. Just checking something. I'm actually looking for a video that contains closed captions. Let's see. You know, let me get back to this because it may take a while. I don't have a ready video that has closed captions included in it, available through EdPuzzle. So I'm gonna have to look for one. Okay, I have to go early. Thank you, Lynn. I also have to run. Okay, but thank you. My pleasure. It does integrate with Canvas. The original video must have a CC or a subtitle track. Yes, thank you, Shigeru. It was good seeing you. And then we have Jane who installed the plugin. Yeah, so, okay, bye, Nidia. So as for the plugin, once you install it, it will appear in whenever you go to youtube.com and search for videos, and it's going to be right in the window for you. Let's see if I have it activated on this computer here. I may or may not. Okay, perfect. So it turns out that
It's time you.
Okay, cool. Let me show you then what I mean by the plugin. I'm not going to go over how to install this plugin. This is something that I can show you separately, but once you install it, it will appear. There's going to be a button right here, more or less. Whenever you go to YouTube and find a video that you want to then use in EdPuzzle, you will be able to move it into EdPuzzle with just one click of a button. And here it is appearing in your account. Okay, cool, great. Okay, foreign language videos in the library. No, so foreign language videos, closed caption videos are the two things that I need to look for following this presentation. Okay. Okay, that kind of settles everything. Thank you so much for your questions. Is there anything else?
The plugin, I'm not sure I followed that because when I go to YouTube, I don't see that EdPuzzle plugin. I don't know.
Right, you need to first put it in or install it in Chrome.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's not a plugin for EdPuzzle. The plugin is for the Google Chrome browser.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Pascal.
Would you recommend using this tool more for in-class work or outside of class?
Oh, that's a very good question. It really depends what you want to do. If I were to teach, I would use it for in-classroom work for formative assessments for sure. So, short videos, everybody go to the link, watch it, respond, here's the track, here's the record, and, do it that way. For out of class work, you have more options, right? Because there's more time, presumably. So, for that, you could have assignments that are more structured, maybe videos that are longer, maybe sequenced, but also on the flip side, you can have your students use it to create their own projects. And like voice over their own commercials, create their own stories, maybe do their own documentaries, or working with videos and labeling them with their own voice, but also supplementing these notes placed strategically. So that's one way that could be handled. Yes, Maria Luisa?
Now, to answer Pascal's question, I would also suggest, considering that I got stuck, to give it as homework the first time around. So at least you test the system with all the students, you know what I mean? Because otherwise you have to have Simon's patience, which we probably all do, but sometimes, all of this technology is a burden. Whereas if you give it as a homework the first time around, at least then they know what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that is a very important point. Just like with every other new piece of technology that you're introducing into a classroom, even if it's Zoom, it is highly advisable to take a moment to work through things with your students so that you guys are all on the same page. They may be Generation Z, which doesn't necessarily mean that they won't be running into hiccups and problems. So yeah, good point. Mm-hmm.
Simon?
Mm-hmm.
I will try to do, sorry to bug you about that, the voice cover in, video that I'm trying to, to use. And it says start recording. And when I start recording and then I stop, my voice is not kept there. So I don't hear the recording. And it seems to me there is something that I do wrong and I cannot find the wrong of it.
Ruth, it is almost 4 o'clock, so we are going to be done with this workshop soon, but I'm happy to work with you on this individually.
Okay.
Okay. There may be.
Simon, I'm gonna think that she has a problem with her Flash player.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on Safari?
I am on Chrome.
You're on Chrome.
Okay.
What you're reporting is usually a problem with the Flash player. It's either not enabled or you have an old version. Would be my guess. First guess off the box.
I will check it. Thank you. Because it's only just to press and it doesn't work for me, and that's why it's so frustrating. Thank you. I will check it. Thank you.
Yeah, I would update Chrome, although it should be self-updating. And if that doesn't solve the issue, restart it, see if it works then. And if not, get back to me. Let's fix it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Well, it is. You're very welcome. It is 4 o'clock. So if you need to go, you are more than welcome to. Thank you for coming. Before we all depart, I would like to remind everyone about our daily office hours, one at 11 o'clock and one at 3 p.m. Normally Chris handles the 11 o'clock hour, but he's on vacation this week, so I will be handling both. You're welcome to come to both of my hours if you so desire. On Friday, we will be hosting the social hour at 4 o'clock. And before that, at 1:30, Maria Luisa Gozzi will be leading the Zesty group, which everyone is, of course, invited to attend. If there are no other questions, that would be it for today. And if there are questions, do let us know, email us, and we're always there and available and happy to help.
Just a quick thing, the 1:30 event will be in Chris's room, even though he's not here. We have control over his room.
Yes, Chris wrote to me, thank you. If you want to come, I'll be happy to see you.
I'll be there.
Grazie. Ciao. Nice seeing you guys.
Nice seeing all of you. Lee, you're looking good.
Great books, man. You're so muted. So muted.
You're muted, Lee. You're muted. It must be all these cheese steak sandwiches you're eating.
Muted for a reason.
What's up? How are you doing? How's health? How's your parents?
They're doing okay. They're doing